This is Lab 13, Example 1, Part 2. In Part 1, we found the linear regression model that best fits this table. We found that equal to y equals 0.16x minus 0.30. Now we're going to answer questions B and C. So question B says, use the regression equation to estimate the predicted tip if the meal costs $25. So if the meal costs $25, then we're going to have x is equal to 25 because remember, in fact you can actually see our meal price was our x values and our tip was our y values. That's how we made this equation in the first place. So if our meal costs $25, we want to find what the predicted tip is. We need to find our y value. So we're just going to substitute x equals 25 into this equation up here to find our y. So we have y is equal to 0.16 times 25 minus 0.30. And if you plug that into a calculator, you get y is equal to 3.70, about, rounding to the nearest money cent, etc. So that means the predicted tip, if the meal costs $25, is $3.70. So moving on to part C, excuse me. Approximate the meal price for a tip of $2. So now we're doing the opposite thing from B. Now we know that our tip is $2, so our y value is equal to 2. And we want to figure out what the meal price is, so we want to figure out what our x is. So we're going to do the same thing we did in B, substitute our y value into our y and figure out what our x is. So our y was 2, so 2 is equal to 0.16x minus 0.30. We're going to add 0.30 to both sides. So this is 2.30 is equal to 0.16 times x. We're going to divide by 0.16 on both sides. So if we plug this into a calculator, x is going to give us about 14.375. However, we are dealing with money, so we need to round this to the nearest cent. So that means that our value is 14.38. We're rounding up if it's 5. And this is in money. So our approximate meal price if the tip is $2 is $14.38.